teach parts of a business letter on PowerPoint. Although a friendly letter and a business letter share many similar characteristics, they are two very different things. You use a business letter when the occasion calls for something more formal, with stricter usage of punctuation. It is comprised of 6 different parts: the inside address, body, salutation, heading, body, signature and closing. It can be a bit of a pain to teach the parts without any visual aids. The use of a PowerPoint presentation gets the job done. If you need to teach these parts, these simple tips will help you create an effective slideshow. Here are a few simple tips on how to teach the parts of a business letter on PowerPoint. The first slide should contain the first part of a business letter, the heading. Remember, the heading should contain both the sender's address and the date. It should start with the date, just below the margin. Skip one line before inputting the sender's address. It is important to keep note of these formats. Business letters can be quite unforgiving when it comes to proper spacing and alignment. The second slide should contain the proper formats in a business letter. Most people make a mistake when it comes to inputting the address of the recipient. Because it is more formal, you will have to include the recipient's title. If the individual has a title such as Dr. or attorney, then you are required to include that. However, sometimes you should put the title at the end of the name, as it is more appropriate. This is for titles such as CEO and others. On the other hand, if you plan to send your letter to a person in a business address, you should definitely include the business title. The third slide should focus on the body of the letter. Remember that business letters never use indentation when it comes to paragraphs. Rather, they are justified. In addition, use single spacing. Use double spacing in between 2 separate paragraphs. It would be best to show at least 2 paragraphs in the sample in your presentation. This is to highlight the difference of the business letter to a regular letter. If you want, you can even compare the body of a regular friendly letter with a business letter. This will let your students see the difference between the two. The fourth slide should contain details about closing the business letter. This will include your signature, although the closing and signature are 2 different parts. Usually, people use words like sincerely and regards to end their letters. Make sure to skip exactly 4 lines before typing the sender's name. Business and friendly letters are very different, and contain many different parts. Teaching the parts of a business letter through PowerPoint is not that hard.